Hey guys, we're back. This is another evidence review video. This is the Old Montana Prison, which I was unfortunately not present for this investigation, but I kind of wish I was, judging by some of the interesting stuff that happened and some of the stuff that we caught there.
Yeah, they definitely caught some good stuff. This was our first time at the prison. I didn't get to go either, but I've been to Montana before for investigations, and they really do catch some really cool stuff every time they go. But the prison was a first, so excited to see all the stuff we caught there.
Yeah, it's this in terms of all the stuff that you and I have watched together, because that's kind of how we do our third reviews. Like, it's you and me. Like, we'll sit down together and we'll watch some of this stuff.
Right.
And the place not only seems haunted, but it seems very intelligent. This is a responsive place. And we have a pretty good example of that coming up. We have a lot of good examples, but the first one we're going to talk about is Ben and Ashley are in the prison, and Ben asks for a knock. And, well, he gets this.
If there's anyone down here, can you do anything? Make a sound or move, walk across the hallway, a knock. Just something to let us know that you're here.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. If there's anyone down here, can you do anything? Make a sound or move, walk across the hallway, a knock. Just something to let us know that you're here.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
So it's really rare that you do get a response when you ask for one.
Yes, definitely. And we've gotten this in Montana. Tony Montana. We've gotten this in Montana before. But the amount of times that we've gotten it in Montana, and especially our first time at the prison, I mean, a direct response like that is cool anywhere. So
Absolutely.
solid catch.
I don't know. Montana's pretty haunted, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who knew? Who knew?
But that's going to bring us around to another clip. This one, not necessarily evidence, because it's a ghost box session with involvement from the Necrophonic app, which we use a lot in our investigations. And it's something that I don't really put in the evidence review videos because it tends to be something more personal. It's usually more of a personal experience associated with the spirit box than actual evidence.
Right.
But
it's physical stuff that we include most often because there are things that we can't disprove, right? With equipment, it's more like it could be, it couldn't be, but this one's pretty cool. So.
It's interesting in again, it's corollary, right? The things that are coming out of the Necrophonic, to me, seem like very direct responses, and it's more than one. So we'll play the clip for you, and we'll let you decide for yourself here.
If this is the right room, say one of our names. Karen. That was plain as day. Thank you so much. Oh, the camera just flashed. Can you tell us your name now? What did you do? He said Erin again. Yep, she's right here. Can you say Piper? Is that an orb? Piper, yep. Thank you very much. I know it takes a lot of energy to say our names. Can you say my name? Do you remember what mine is? Say yes, Bobby. That's what I thought. I didn't want to say anything. Thank you very much. If this is the right room, say one of our names. Karen. That was plain as day. Thank you so much. Oh, the camera just flashed. Can you tell us your name now? Erin again. Yep, she's right here. Can you say Piper?
Is that orb?
Piper, yep. Thank you very much. I know it takes a lot of energy to say our names. Can you say my name? Do you remember what mine is?
Say yes, Bobby.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to say anything. Thank you very much.
So to me, that's really interesting because the spirit box has a tendency to be coincidental. There's
Right.
a lot of room for coincidence when you're using a spirit box or especially a necrophonic app.
Right.
Because the necrophonic app has these MP3s in it that you have to be able to pull out and think over, essentially.
Right. Right.
But aside from that, it's one thing for there to be coincidence, but the spirit box comes up with 3 names. It comes up with Aaron, it comes up with Piper, and it comes up with Bobby Joe. All 3 of those people are in the room.
Yes.
That's a 3 out of 3.
Right. Which is
It's rare for it to be on target, and it's even more uncommon for it to be on target 3 times in a row. That's why I bring this up.
Right. Yeah. And that's just insane to me. Like you said, spirit box, necrophonic, stuff like that. It's very easy to be coincidental. We can make
Yes.
prejudgments on it, like, oh, I think I'm hearing this when maybe you're hearing something else.
Right.
But the fact that it answered these questions very directly, very accurately,
Yes.
and I mean that's just cool. I
It
love
was
that.
correct, and it was in a very timely manner.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you'll ask for a knock, and 20, 30 minutes will go by before you hear anything, and
Right.
you can't really count that
Right,
as a
right.
response. This was boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Give me a name. Boom. And it was,
Mhm.
I thought that was cool, and I thought we should share that with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is going to take us around to another clip involving Ben,
Mhm.
where I don't think he asked for anything this time,
Mm-mm.
but it's an interesting sound, and it's always, I don't know. For me, it's always funny when something like this happens and you're reviewing it
Right.
because you're not there at the time, so it's not as scary for you.
Right.
So you're just, everybody's going, was that you? Did you do that?
Right.
And
Everybody's
I've
pointing
been in
at
that
everybody else.
situation myself where it's like,
Mhm.
is that you? And
yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it tickles me a little bit to see other people go through that. So check out this clip.
Because you're a guy in a women's wardrobe. It's true. My arms have felt like someone is holding on to them this entire time, however. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Did you sniffle? Please tell me you sniffled.
Not at that moment, no.
Do you know why I was looking down there?
What?
I could have swore one of you sniffled down there. I just heard.
Because you're a guy in a women's wardrobe. It's true. My arms have felt like someone is holding on to them this entire time, however. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Did you sniffle? Please tell me you sniffled.
Not at that moment, no.
Do you know why I was looking down there?
What?
I could have swore one of you sniffled down there. I just heard.
So, you and I were sitting here, we were talking about it, we were listening to it,
Mm-hmm.
and we really couldn't exactly identify what that sound is.
Right.
Ben thought it was like a sniffle or something like that. I personally, when you really crank it up and you've got some good headphones on, it sounds like almost like a wooden sole boot.
Right. Like the old boots that a prison guard would wear.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it sounds like to me because I hear repeated sounds when you actually have the when I put my good headphones on and we've got a decent
Right.
raw recording of it. Hopefully that comes through for you guys. We also thought it might have been a shush.
Yeah.
So this one's a little bit up for debate, but go ahead and leave a comment, whatever you think it says.
Let us know your thoughts on it.
And
Mm.
if you don't hear it, let me know, and I'll try and do better to start cleaning these up because that's actually I talked about that with some of the people who do watch the videos.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, sometimes I can't hear what you guys hear. Or I don't hear
Right.
anything.
Sure.
And this is something I think I said in the last video that we recorded,
Mhm.
where the type of headphones that you're using or the type of speakers even,
Right.
the difference between speakers and headphones is huge. And the difference between different types of headphones is massive. Recordings can be fundamentally different,
Yep.
like we said on the last one.
Yep,
But,
for sure. So yeah.
In light of me digressing any further, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next clip, which is something else that brings me to say that this prison is an extremely responsive location. It's a very
Yes.
intelligent location because I think we were lucky enough to once again capture a response to shave and a haircut.
Right.
And
Which
this one is very clear. This one is very easy to hear.
and last time we were like, man, we've never heard this before. Now we've had
Now
you know
we've had it
2
happen
within
twice.
like 3 locations. So
So it's no biggie, but check this one out anyway.
He said yes.
Okay, ready, Ben?
Thank you.
No.
No, that was not us. He said yes.
Okay, ready, Ben?
Thank you.
No.
No, that was not us.
So again, that to me was very clear and a very good response to the shave and a haircut.
unmistakable. And I think it's really cool that, near the end of that, Ben, who's on a different aspect of, or a different part of the area,
Mhm.
is like, was that you guys that knocked? And they're like, no, we thought it was you, and
So it must have come from somewhere in between.
somewhere in between. Exactly.
Right.
So I just,
And there was
that's
nobody there.
that's so cool. I mean, that's just such a cool catch.
I'm glad we have that one. Because again, some people, that never happens. We've had it happen twice now.
Right.
So
Right.
be jealous.
Be very jealous.
Anyway, that is going to bring us around to the last clip for this video. And this is going to be an audio only. So if you hadn't put your headphones on yet, you're going to want them for this one. This is something.
Yeah, it really is something because it's very loud. And it
Yes.
comes out of seemingly nowhere.
Right.
So
I've been on a lot of these. Well, I've been on a lot of investigations, and I don't know. You don't normally hear sounds like this. You don't hear like a bang or anything like that while you're trying to catch it.
right.
So check this out.
Was that you yet? Mm-mm. Sunlight came from that corner that my flashlight's pointing at.
I thought it was you.
Mm-mm. Was that you yet? Mm-mm. Sunlight came from that corner that my flashlight's pointing at.
I thought it was you.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know what it would have been like to be there for that one. That was loud. Like that was just a huge bang.
Right. That's
We've
the
had some stuff that's like that, but
Yeah.
the way that echoes through the building, like just the magnitude of that sound, I don't think we've ever had anything that loud.
Yeah, I mean that's really the kind of thing that even for I feel like a investigator that's been doing this for a long time might make you jump a little bit because it's so loud and it's
been
so
so
unexpected.
quiet all night. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, you're listening in silence and then all of a sudden you get this big booming sound from
Yeah.
who knows where. Just wow.
It would have scared me, that's for sure.
Yep. Me too, man.
But that is going to be the last clip that we have from the Montana prison.
Mhm.
And that is actually going to be the last clip we have from this Montana trip.
Correct.
This
yes.
was another one of those full weekend triple threat investigations.
Yes,
We
and
have
caught
something
some good
that,
stuff.
coming up in Iowa. You guys won't see that for a little bit, but I think you're going to like it.
Yep.
The next
Yep.
place we're going to go from here is Monroe House,
Right.
which
The
has had some very interesting stuff.
Yes.
We took a little bit of a look at that earlier.
Yes, I was lucky enough to be on the Monroe investigation, and we did just look at a few things. And honestly, I think that's going to be a really, really cool one. I think we're going to have some really cool stuff for you guys. So
I'm looking forward to it. And once again, thank you to the review team for all that you guys do.
always.
We wouldn't be able to do this without you. And thank you to all of you out there for watching this one again and sticking around to the end. And we'll see you at Monroe House.